We're going to talk now about practicing that good energetic hygiene. And for those of you that may have seen me before, give presentations, or even on my Facebook page, you will know that I talk a lot about practicing good energetic hygiene. So, what we recognize is the energy, the residue from previous experiences can remain with us. And of course, we want those wonderful light, bright, high vibration, playful energies to remain, but we want to get rid of the yuck, those heavier, lower vibrational, fear based energies. So, just like we would practice physical hygiene, taking a shower, brushing our teeth, combing our hair, and so on, the idea is to practice energetic hygiene. Now, first of all, grounding our energy. And when we think of grounding, literally, we want to become more present in our physical body. So we can visualize that our legs are tree roots going into the earth below. We can also just see ourselves as a tree. Drinking water is very grounding, as is working with grounding crystals, hematite, smoky quartz, black tourmaline, and jet. We can also go barefoot, tap our feet a couple times, hug a tree, spend time outdoors. There's many ways that we can ground to help us. Now we think of centering our energy. So centering is visualizing that white light at our core, and then see that white light shifting to yellow as you take some conscious and empowered breaths. And when I center, I like to close my eyes once again and just focus on breathing in that peace and love and ease and compassion and letting go of anything I cannot control. When we're centered and we're balanced, we can respond to those things happening around us rather than react. In essence, our power lies within us. We want to think too about clearing and balancing those chakras. I touched upon them earlier. This is where you can see each chakra as their respective color, see it as healthy and cleared and balanced. And you can even take it a step further and see it as polished and shiny and sparkly as well. Then thinking about cutting cords. Nice swipe. So cords, we have these energetic connections to anyone and anything that we've ever encountered. Even when we've thought about someone, we can have an energetic cord to it. When we have experiences that we wish we wouldn't have, we can have a cord connected to it. So what we can do is just set an intention to do a nice swipe, a chopping or scissors motion over that solar plexus where your belly button is, and say, I cut cords and clear energy to anyone and anything that no longer serves me in a healthy, positive, and balanced way. With that cord cutting, we can also say some affirmative statements. I like to use the word spirit, but you can use whatever term resonates with you personally. So I'll say, I surrender and release to spirit my experience involving, then fill in the blank with the details, and will allow it to unfold as it should for my highest and best good. I'll also say that talking about relationships with others and say, I surrender and release to spirit my connection or my relationship with, and fill in the blank with their name, and will allow it to unfold as it should for my or our highest and best good. And what we're doing is just sending that energy to the light, sending it back to love, and knowing too that everyone's having their own human life experience. So when we cut cords and clear energy, it just helps us to feel more balanced. And in addition, we can take it a step further and then gather our energy back up, seeing it restored in that solar plexus chakra. As well as cutting cords, we can clear our auric field. So we can sage, literally outline our body with the sage. We can also use incense to do that. We can also take a purification bath that is hydrogen peroxide and Epsom salt or sea salt. And you can add essential oils. That makes for a lovely bath for sure. In addition, you can do a dry wash. So literally, as if you're washing your body, but you're doing a dry wash, you're clearing that auric field. Once we clear our energy, we may want to see some type of protection surrounding us. So it can be a cloak, a cape, a bubble, whatever resonates with you personally. The idea is to not be obsessed about it. If anything, just see that protection surrounding us so that only love penetrates it. When we think about fear and heavy and toxic energies, I like to remind people, if you focus on attaining your own peace within and letting go of those things you cannot control, once again, you'll be able to respond rather than react to those external circumstances. And then finally, after we get our energetic body nice and cleared, practicing that good energetic hygiene, once again, we'll want to clear the energy in our space, our workspace, our home space. The idea is that heavier, lower vibrational emotions can deposit there. So we can use sage once again to clear that. You can light a candle. You can also clap your hands. That will shift energy. You can use any type of music, a singing bowl, tuning forks. If you practice Reiki, you can use the power symbol to clear the space as well. Just like you would clean your home or have someone clean it for you whenever you're sweeping or vacuuming or dusting, you can see that you are also clearing that energy also. So even just doing a sweeping motion, gesture with your hands, you can see that you're pushing that energy out. So just like we would wash our sheets in our bed, wash our clothes, we want to clear the energy from it as well. Wherever we sleep, wherever we sit, think about the emotions that may be deposited once again in those spaces. So don't do it in a fearful way, do it in a conscious, intentional way. And I assure you, when you begin shifting that energy, practicing good energetic hygiene, you will notice a difference.